Hi there, a very warm welcome to Coding Techniques again. Today we are going to work with the Capacitor Google Maps plugin which we have implemented in our previous lecture, but this time we are going to implement that up in our real devices. So I'm going to show you how to work with that in Android device, and also I'll show you how to work with that in our iOS devices. But I must tell you that in iOS devices I have tried that up. Well, I'm using MacBook M1 and that is not working in MacBook M1 as of now as per my testing. So I'll just show you how things needs to be done. You just try that up and let me know in the comment section if you have any problem in that. But before getting started, I would like to tell you there is a limited period offer that is going on right now in my Ionic complete course from beginner to advanced level, which is built with all the latest versions and along with Firebase as a backend. So just have a look into that. If you like it, then you can enroll if you haven't done so. So with that being said, let's dive into this video right now. So in this lecture, we are going to implement our Capacitor Google Maps into our Android application. So let's check it out how it can be done. So out here you can see there is a change in the design. Well, I have included this component Capacitor Google Maps component into my Ion content, and at first I have passed this component within a div to which I have given a class of maps, and then I have passed it into the Ion content. Alright, so I'll be using Ion content, and the Ion footer also I have built for passing a button in this particular manner. You can see out here. So I've given out here locate me, and why I have done that, because I have broken some of the codes. Alright, and I'll show you all the implementation out here. So I won't show the coding a lot. I'll explain you all the things whatever I have done to make it work in the Android one. Alright, so let's go to our SCSS at first and see what all things we have changed out here. So in the SCSS, well, I have given out here Ion content a background of none. Why is that so? Because in Android what happens is the map gets hidden behind the Ion content. So if I give Ion content a background of none, so there is no background for Ion content, and then the map will come up. That is not in the case of iOS. So that is why I've given out here .md, that is for Android one, material design one. It is going to be implemented, not in the iOS one. Alright. Now in the maps class which I have passed out here in this particular div, now what am I doing out there? Well, I'm simply passing height and width to be 100% so that it can take the full height and width. Just in case if there is any problem, that is why I've given. And this one is the same that we have used in our previous class. Alright. So this is the only thing that I have implemented in my SCSS. Now what is the next change? Well, out here you have seen the changes. Out here in the SCSS you have seen the changes. Now what is the next change that I have implemented? So let's go to our TypeScript file. And out here, let me just scroll towards the top, and what I have done out here, well, at first you remember that we were having the create map function called in our ng after view init. But I have changed this and I have passed this in the Ionic lifecycle. In the Ion view did enter, or you can use Ion view will enter also. Both will work fine. And even after doing that also our map is loading out here. Now why I have done this? Well, I have tested with ng after content init, ng after content checked also. All these are Angular lifecycles, and I have implemented the interface out here for each of them. But when I passed out there, it was still not working until and unless I pass it into the Ionic lifecycle one. So that is why when I gave it out here, it worked in the Android one. Otherwise, it is not working in the Android one. Alright, the map is not getting loaded. That is why I have to do this stuff. Otherwise, it was not needed. Alright, then what have I done after doing this in the create map? Let's check the create map at first. So these things are the same, except you can even pass this force create, or you can just comment this up. That was not needed. I was just checking for the iOS. Well, for iOS, still it is not working for me. I'm using MacBook M1 and it is not working in my real device, and in the simulator, and obviously it is told that it won't work. So I don't know why, what is the case, the map doesn't show up. So that is why I'm just showing for the Android one as of now. Now out here everything is the same. I haven't made any changes. Now I have removed all the code from here. Now what happens is I have broken down the code into different functions. I have created out here a set camera function where I'm passing the set camera thing, because what happens is until and unless this new map is created, we cannot call this set camera function. Alright, out here it's going to work, but in the Android application it's going to crash. That is why I have to pass this condition out here. Alright, but this condition doesn't work in iOS for me in a MacBook M1, because what happens is when you try to run this code, it says okay fine, this value is nil, but it is getting the value. I have checked in the alert also, it is getting the value, but still it is not showing up. I don't know what is the problem out there. So that is why I could not fix for iOS. That is why I'm making the video for Android. And once again, I'm telling you that. So out here, I have done other stuff also, say like traffic enable layer. I'm using out here. Enable indoor maps also can be used. Set map type is also working after I did that. Alright, so now out here, when this function will be called, obviously the new map will be initiated and we will be able to call all this stuff, but still this padding one is not working. I didn't find it working. So you can just check that out. Then the markers and other stuffs are changed, but I want to show you one more thing. If I just scroll down out here, out here I'm using these two listeners also. Set on camera move started listener. You can just check that out. If you move the camera, all right, then the event will get triggered. Let me just show you. So out here, I'll go to the console log and there is an error. All right, let me try it again. Let me try to move the map again. Okay, method not supported on web. I think it will work in Android most probably. Or have I done something wrong? I don't know. Out here. All right, now out here, actually, I have to do one thing. Indoor maps enabled, all this stuff I have to pass within a condition. If is platform, I'll import it up. So I need to simply comment it up. I think then it's going to work properly. Yeah, the marker was not coming up early. Now it's going to work. All right, still I don't see the map. Why? I have to remove this one also. Map type. Now it is coming up. All right, so this too can be used in Android and iOS, I suppose. Not out here. So if I click anywhere else, it is working. Right, single map. And one more thing I want to show you, I was just showing you up that out here there is another listener called set on camera idle listener. Now what this does is, suppose I am moving the camera or I'm clicking on locate one. So the map is going to change according to my location, and at that point of time an event will get triggered as soon as the map is settled up and it is idle or at that point of time. So when this is idle, the event is getting triggered, and in that event, I will get this latitude and longitude, which I'm passing it as the center and adding a marker out there. That is what I'm doing. And that is how we can get the current location, latitude and longitude. Alright, that what I told you in the last class, which we were missing. So I just tried this one and it is working. Let me just show you. Say like I'm just moving the map. Let me just move the map a bit. Okay, it is coming to the center now. You can see, right? This is working. Every time it will come to the center. If I just move it one more time, it's going to come to the center. Every time it's going to come to the center because of this particular event that is getting triggered. Let's check it out here. Now out here you can see as soon as I move the map, let me just try it again. So I'll just move the map and this is getting triggered. Once this is getting triggered, I'm getting the latitude and longitude and the map ID also, along with the tilt, zoom and bearing also you can pass. So all these things is giving me the actual thing that I need, alright, when I'm changing the particular map. So this is working nicely. Now, if I click on locate me, let's see what happens. Have I given the permission or not? Not sure. Alright, it is locating me up. So let me just show you from not the zooming one. Alright, so it is showing me my location and you can see the marker is coming up exactly at that point of time. Exactly at that point. So this is working. This is how we can track the current location. Fine. So in India, if I click on any location, it's going to work. All right. Now, if you just move the map, it's going to come to the center. That is how actually it works. So all the things are working out here in the browser also. Let's go and work with our Android application. So what I'll do at first, I'll pass a condition out here because I want this in Android and iOS, not in web. So if capacitor import it up dot platform or gate platform actually equals to or triple equals to, strictly checking web, fine. Or I need to do the reverse one, I suppose. So I'll move this within this code. All right, let me uncomment this up, remove the gappings, and out here I'm going to change the condition to not equals to. All right, so that means if it is not map, then it is going to simply work. Alright, that means it will work in Android and iOS properly. So that is what I have done out here. Now everything is working as expected. I don't think I will get any other error. Alright, now everything is fine. That's great. Now even on camera move, I think will give me the result. So let me try to move the camera now. So now camera is moved, and you can see this is the movement one that we are getting triggered. Alright, this is what we get when we are moving the camera. So this event is getting triggered out there, and this is when the camera is idle, only once it is getting called. So everything is working. So for running it Android, what extra things we have to do? So we have seen just one condition as of now that needs to be implemented only in the Android one. That is pretty okay. Well, if you still face some problem out here in the global.scss, you can pass out here .md, then body, and simply pass ion background color to none. That also you can do out here if you still face the problem. I don't think it is needed. So anyways, we can skip that up. Now everything is good to go. I'll stop the Ionic serve and let me maximize this up now. So I'll simply stop my Ionic serve. So I've already run the commands. I'll just show you. You need to run Ionic build at first. Once that is done, you need to run npx cap sync. Alright, that is what we have to do when we are installing our Capacitor Google Maps plugin. That was the second command that we need to run. So everything is turned out here also. Now, well, I have added the platform for Android and iOS. You can simply run Ionic cap add Android, and similarly for iOS also you can do the same. So you can add this in this particular manner. Now you have to pass the permissions out there. So I'll just show you. I have already opened up Android manifest. So what I have done in the Android manifest, at first I have passed this Android use clear text traffic to true. Well, in some cases, if you find some problem with the HTTP, out here we are not using HTTP, but still I have passed this up to avoid any errors in Android 10 and above also. So just in case if you find some problem, you can pass this up. Alright, that's what I do all the time. Then what I have done in the meta tag, well, you have to pass this particular thing out here. This is my API key which I have passed. You won't be able to see that. So this is the API key and this is what I have passed out here. Fine. Then I have passed the permissions what it was told in the documentation out there. Fine. Now once everything is done out here, we are good to go. We don't need to do anything else, I suppose. Or let me just check variables.gradle. No, I haven't done anything out here, not needed. Now let's check for the iOS what you need to do, because I'm showing for the Android one, but still I'll show the iOS one also if you have any doubt in that. So info.plist, well, in info.plist I have simply passed these two things. Alright, so NS location always in use, or when application is in use, then you can simply allow the Google Maps permission, but that is not working in my case. I don't know what is the problem in MacBook M1, but in your case it might work. Alright, so you can just try that up. So this is the configuration for Android that we need to do, and we are good to go. So now I'll simply run this in my Android application. Let me just run Ionic cap sync. Alright, it's going to sync the project with Android and iOS both. So let me just sync. Okay, let me hit enter and let's do it. Alright, the syncing is done. Let me open the project in Ionic cap, open Android. Fine. Alright, it has opened up the Android Studio. Now in the Android Studio, let me connect my phone. Alright, now you can see my device is connected, which is showing out here. But let me go for an emulator as of now. Let's try it out there at first. So I'll just run it up. And now you can see the app is opened up, but the map is not showing out here. What if I click on locate me? Alright, while using the app, okay, it is still hiding behind. I don't know why. Let me just check out here. I'll go to the global.scss file. Let me just undo this up. Let's check it now. And in your case, if it is not working, I just forgot one more thing actually that we need to do. Well, out here in the Google Cloud Platform in my project, actually I have to enable the Maps SDK for Android and for iOS too. Otherwise it won't show up. Alright, so I'll just open it up and you can see this is enabled in my one, right? Both of them are enabled. If you don't enable it up, it's not going to work in your respective devices. Now I don't know why it is not working out here, but let me just show you in my real device. Out there it is working. Maybe it is I'm running it in MacBook M1, that is why it is not working, but I don't think that should be the case. Anyways, I have tried it in real device. It is working out there. The map is showing out there, so we can directly test it out. So I'll just run the application in my real device. Let's check it out whether that works out there or not. And this one I have enabled, but I have to sync the project to run it again. So I'll just comment it up because the syncing is not being done as of now. So that is pretty okay. Alright, the app is running into my real device and out there also it is not showing up. Okay, that is strange why it is not showing up. Let me just go to the home page and out here. Let me move this iron content outside of this MD. Alright, let me do that up and see what happens. Alright, I'll sync the project again. And once the syncing is done, I'll open it up again. I'm not running live reload right now. Okay, it has opened up in another project. So, alright, out here, let me go for the emulator again. I'll just rerun it up. Let's see this time whether it works or not. Alright, now it is working actually. So, in the MD it was not working. I don't know why it was the case. Out here, if I pass it in MD, it was not working. Anyways, now it is working fine, and we don't need this global.scss1 out here while running it in our Android application. So you can see everything is working nicely out here. Now what I'll do, I'll not pause this particular thing. Let me go out here, and this map type satellite one is not looking nice, so I'll just comment it up fine. And I'll run it again actually. So I'll just sync the project. You can go for the live reload one. I have not installed the Gradle one actually. That is why I'm not doing it directly. Alright, so I'll open up in Android again. And once that is done, I will just rerun it up. Click cancel. And now you can see the map is showing up correct. That's looking nice. We have the traffic enabled, isn't it? And I think the indoor one also will show up. I don't know how to see that up. You can just check that out. If I click on locate me, well, this is the emulator. I don't think it's going to work. But in the real device also, it's going to show the same thing. Let me just check it out. So I'll just select the real device now, and I'll play it out there. Alright, it is opened up and it is perfectly working. Let me just show you. I'll record my screen. So now you can see I'm able to run out here properly. So if I just move the map, it is working. If I just click on locate me, well, it's not working. Why? Let me enable the GPS, then I'll try it again. Alright, this function is not working. But if I click on this particular button, you can see there is a button and this is working. The button is working, but this functionality is not working. I just don't get it. And if I move the map, the marker is also changing out here. But if I click on locate me, I don't know why it's not working, but this other button is working. I just don't understand this stuff. But anyways, still our functionality is fine. Better than earlier one, right? Now if I go for the iOS one, let's check it once again for the iOS one. In Android it is properly working, right? Everything is working fine. I don't know the locate me button, it was working earlier. I checked that out. Let me just check it again. I don't know why the problem is occurring. And in order to check that out, let me go to out in the browser. I will open up the Chrome Inspect just to check what is the problem that is going on. So I will just open up this one, I think. Yeah. No, actually this one I have to open it up. So alright, what's wrong? Let me clear everything up. So you won't be able to see the map out here as of now. Let me click on locate me, and actually it is giving me the result. It is undefined. Alright. In the first one, enable location, fine. But it is not moving the map. Why? The map is not moving to that particular location. Why is it so? Well, have I done anything wrong? Well, actually the map should be loaded to that particular location. I don't know why that is happening out here. But it actually works, right? We have tested it into our emulator also. It works. Sorry, in emulator it's not working actually. But now let me try one more thing. If I just don't call this set camera one, then what happens? Let me sync it up again, and I will open it up in Android again. Now in the Android, I will just go to the real device and run this again. Let's see whether there is any change or not. Alright, the map is loaded. Let me click on locate me. No, it is still not working. Alright, so it has nothing to do with this particular set camera one. So our set camera is working nicely, but this one is not working nicely. I don't know why. Let me give a condition out here. If this dot new map, this is working actually. I'm just getting the thing up here, but it is not triggering the map actually. The map is not changing out here. Why is that so? I just don't get it. It should change actually to that particular location. Out here, let me just click idle, just an identifier I have given. So I have just enabled the set camera again. Alright, and I've given a condition out here. That's the only change I have done. So let's check it once again, one last time. If it doesn't work, then it's fine. Let's sync everything again, and I will open it up in Android again. So now out here, let me run this again. So I'll click out share. Alright, it has opened up. Let me try one more time. So initially also the marker is not coming up. As soon as I move the map, it is coming up. So let me go to the browser and out here. Let's check it one more time. I'll just reload it up. Let's go to inspect and check it up. So out here, as soon as I click on locate me, then I can see that something is getting triggered, right? The enable current location is getting triggered. Now these things are coming up, but that is not showing. I don't know why that is not working out here in Android one, but if I just run Ionic serve, let's check it out here this time. Alright, when I'm running Ionic serve, it has opened up, and if I click on locate me, you can see the map is getting changed, right? So out here it is working. Let me try it again. I'll click out here and you can see it is changed and the marker is placed out here. So out here it is working, out there it is not working in Android one, but we can see a button out there for getting the current location, and that is working actually. All right, and out there we are able to see the marker also. So one way or the other our things are working nicely, but there are few things which can be done out there. Let's say like for the draggable one, like I told you earlier, there is no event to get triggered. Now let me show you in iOS also. Now let's go for the iOS one and see whether that works out there or not. So I'll just stop my Ionic serve out here. I've already synced the project and I'll simply run it in Ionic cap, open iOS, and I will keep this particular background one out here to be the same only. It won't impact the iOS one, so I'll just skip it and let's see what happens after that. Alright, so what I'll do now, I'll just open it up in iOS. Let's check it out. Well, it's going to give me an error, I knew, for the set camera actually. I'll just show you update at first. Alright, it has opened up in the Xcode, and now let me just check my device. Alright, so my device is showing up out here. Let me go for the run button and see what happens out here in the iOS one. So out here you can see there is a warning. Conditional cast for UI view to UI view always succeeds. Or we can't do anything out here, I think. So it is trying to run. Let me open up my phone. Alright, out here it is installed and it has opened up, but I think it's going to crash. Well, I'll not show you the crash one, but out here you can see there are a few errors that are coming up. Alright, this is not crashing actually. It is just showing the white screen out here. Okay. I'll just take it, not needed actually. So this is just showing me a white screen, and out here the error is actually with the capacitor Google Maps. So unexpected found nil while implicitly unwrapping an optional value. Alright, so it is found nil while implementing unwrapping an optional value. So I just tried few options, but that is not working as of now. So you can see out here it is giving some error in the camera one. So for that I have to uncomment this up. All the functions that are used out there will be in problem, will not work properly, and along with that still our map won't show up. Let me just tell you. Let me try the other one. Let me try the syncing again. So I'll sync the project again with only iOS. Alright, because I want these changes in iOS only. Alright, once the syncing is done, I'll simply open up in iOS again. I can simply run the live reload one also, but I don't want to do that up out here. In iPhone it is pretty simple to do. Actually, you don't need to do anything else. I'll run it again. Let's see. I'll replace the application. Alright, the app has loaded up again, and I'll share you this screenshot of this particular page, what it is showing me up out there. So the map is not loaded and it is just showing me a white screen, but out here I can see a button, locate me, which you can see it on the screen, right? So that is what it is showing me up. I have tried all the combination, but that is not working out there. So there is no, it is not hidden anywhere, because if you just give a background color to that, that's working actually. I've tried that up by passing a background color out here. In the SCSS, I just gave out here a background color and I checked, it is working. So there is no problem in that, but I don't know why that is not coming up. It should have, but I don't know why. Let's try it in simulator also. It is told that it won't work, but let's try it up. Let me try it in iPhone 12 Pro. So let me just hit the run button. Alright, it is saying the build failed. So it is not even building also for the simulator actually. So as you can see now, this is not working in simulator in MacBook M1. Obviously, it is not getting even built. So in the real device, there is a problem that it is not showing up the map. I don't know why. Maybe there is some mistake from my end, but I have checked it out. Well, I could not find any mistake from my end as of now. If I find some other solution, definitely I'll share with you. But as of now, there is no solution for MacBook M1 in the real device also. I don't know why it is told out there, but I could not see that up. Even if I click on locate me, you will see that there is an error. Let me just show you up out here. If I just go for my real device and click on locate me, you can see out here there is an error, permission denied. So I'm not been able to call the permission also out here in my real device. I don't know what is happening out there, but whatever it is, okay, I've done this part also. I've tried all the possible ways. If I just rerun it again, still you won't see any impact of that. Build succeeded, but out here we could see some errors that are for the simulator only. That's pretty okay. So the map did load again, but the screen is the same, so could not help that out. So this is the whole stuff related to our Ionic application working with the Google Maps for Android and iOS both. In Android it is working pretty nicely, but in iOS, no, it is not working for MacBook M1. I have not tried. I just have MacBook M1. I don't have any other MacBook so that I can try it up. So you just let me know whether it is working in other devices or not. And if you find any other problem, do let me know in the comment section. Alright. So with that being said, I'll wrap up this video out here. Thank you very much for watching. And do let me know in the comment section what kind of videos you are looking for for the next lectures. I'll definitely look into that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do it up if you're new out here. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.